Just imagine you're about to start something new, or maybe start a new business, or apply for a new job, or even speak in front of people. Suddenly, a voice in your head starts whispering, "You're not good enough. What if you fail? People will laugh at you." Sounds familiar? That voice is negative self talk, and it's one of the biggest barrier between you and your success. But there is good news, my dear one. You don't have to listen to it always. Today, we are going to learn how to stop the bully in your head and take control of your thoughts. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Magnetized Self, where we explore the art of healing, self awareness, and personal transformation. Hi, I'm Roopa. Let's discover how to harness your inner power, build resilience, and magnetize the life you desire. I hope you are with me till now, and let's talk about or understand what is negative self talk. Negative self talk is like a little critic living inside your head, constantly pointing out your flaws. It's that inner dialogue that tells you, "I can't do this. I am not smart enough. I always mess up things." And the worst part is, the more we listen to it, the more we believe it. So listening to it is like feeding it to grow bigger. Okay, now even before we understand how and what steps needs to be taken to make sure that we don't surrender to this self-talk, let's try to understand, why do we even talk to ourselves like this? Negative self talk often comes from past experiences. Maybe someone told you that you weren't good enough and now you believe it. Or fear of failure. We are so afraid of failing that we talk ourselves out of trying, and we end up not trying. Comparisons. So, scrolling through social media, seeing other success, and thinking, "I'm not as good as them." Or someone your own family would have compared you to your cousins or some neighbor's child or something. I mean, like there is some lot of comparison when you are in a family or a society. So that's got into your head. And then the worst thing, or probably I would call this as a syndrome, the perfectionism. Feeling like anything less than perfect is a failure. So such people usually or operate in one or zero. That is, if it is only possible to work on them to the best of the possibility, like perfect thing, then only they'll operate. Otherwise, they'll make it zero. So it's one or zero. So that's that's another way of seeing perfectionism. It's a very perfectionism really causes a lot of impact on you to grow or on the path of success. So, if something is not perfect, it is failure, is what perfectionism tells you, right? So these are the four things. The first thing is past experiences, fear of failure, comparison, and perfectionism. So these are the four things which I can think. Why we talk negative to ourselves? The truth is, my dear one, these thoughts are not facts. They're just opinions formed over time, and we can change them. It's just a perspective you've given about yourself, it's not the reality. If the perspective is changed, the reality would also change. So, these are not real, and we don't have to hold forever. Understanding why we feel or why do we talk negative about ourselves. Now let's see how negative self-talk will affect us in life. Let's imagine you're planting a garden, but instead of watering your plants, you pour poison onto them every day. Will they grow? Of course not. So, my dear one, we sometimes think that having critic, having, you know, being cautious will help us to be either safe or be the best, right? So, but that's not what it is. When you're so critical about your own self or negatively talking, it's like a poison for your mind. It kills your confidence, increases your stress and anxiety, stop you from taking opportunities, make you believe that you are not worthy. So it it's like we are poisoning our own growth, our own self. So we are hindering our own success, right? So negative self-talk is very bad. It totally creates lot of bad or negative impact in your life. But here is the thing, my dear one. Your thoughts are not your reality, as I mentioned before, right? So our thoughts is just giving one particular perspective. It is not the actual reality, right? So you have the power to change them. So the moment you change your perspective, the thoughts or the reality would definitely be changed. So let's quickly try to understand how to stop negative self talk or how to have a less impact on our life. The very first step is I would want you to catch the negative self talk you're doing, right? So the first step is make it conscious. Like you would start unconsciously, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this. Just catch it. Just catch it. Catch yourself talking negative about yourself. That is, bring yourself to awareness. The first step is bring yourself to awareness. Pay attention. You're being negative, right? So the moment you catch yourself, just pay attention. Do not judge. Do not put yourself down or don't have any acknowledgement, but just be attentive that you are being negative. The moment you hear yourself, I can't, stop and say, wait, is this really true? Just question yourself. Whatever the negative self critic came up, is it really true? Should I have to really stop from what I'm supposed to do? Just stop, catch yourself, and bring yourself to conscious or bring yourself out into an awareness of your talking negative. That's your first step. Second step, the moment you catch it, right? The second step would be challenge it. As I said, wait, is this really true? It's like it's like you're challenging your negative self-talk, right? So it can be like other examples can be like, would I say this to my best friend? Is there any actual proof that I will really fail? Have I succeeded in something similar before? So most of the time, negative thoughts have no real evidence. They are just fears which is talking. My dear one, please make sure the moment you catch it, you challenge it. Then let's see the next step. The third step would be to make sure that you replace the negative self talk with a positive one. I know this looks very cumbersome, my dear one, please listen to me. This is my personal experience. It is so, the life changes, the life becomes so beautiful, and you end up, even if I had to talk to you on this media, it's because I could catch my negative self talk and end up talking like this, right? So turn all your negative into positive. That is, I will never be good at this. I'm learning. I will get better with this. So this was never my arena. Like, social media was never my arena. I was always into IT, IT software, and but not the social media, or delivering something like this to people. So I will not say I'm perfect, but yes, I that always stopped me from saying no, 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 you cannot do it. You've not stepped. You've never done that. You will not be able to do it. That's the kind of thought I used to always have, and I just always wanted to be perfect to start something. But I really now know I'm learning and I'll get better with time. So the very first video which I had put 2 years or maybe a couple of years back is naive, and now I know how to, I have a procedure to have this podcast video with you guys. So I have something that I used to talk randomly on the video, but now I have a procedure to talk to you guys. I may get better day by day, right? So I know I'm better than the day one, but definitely I need to better myself even better. So I have told myself I'm learning and I'll get better with time. So this is what made me to make up with my mind on this channel. Let me quickly share other few examples which I've noted, like, I always mess up. This is one more thing, it's like whenever I put myself in a unknown condition or unknown place to do something, I really, even today I feel this, I always mess up, but that's okay. We are all humans. It's okay. We are the ones who to make mistakes, right? Everyone makes mistakes, so I can try. It's okay. I've made mistakes in life. I'm absolutely fine with it. I have no regrets about the mistake, but I will definitely have regrets if I don't try. So that's how I told myself positively. I'm not smart enough. Yes, this is once again, this is very much I feel in my profession is sometimes we might have to twist and bend our talks in a way that people get accept our words, right? I mean, sometimes we might have to twist the talks. I sometimes feel I'm not smart enough, but that's fine. I mean, you're just trying to not put incorrect facts, but yeah, with the facts, how people would receive, you're modifying your vocabulary to reach the voice to them. So if that is what, I can't immediately do it, but if I can learn and grow, nothing like it, right? Instead of saying I'm not smart enough, why don't I learn and put myself in that shoes and work on it and face it as a challenge, right? So that was one more thing which I could think of. If you guys think any more of such negative things that, you know, which is making you feel uncomfortable, please make sure that you share it in the comment box. And how would you handle that particular situation? Do let me know. It will not just help me. I would love to see that and learn if I had to learn. But again, it will not just help me alone. Whoever would look at this comments would definitely learn. So I would definitely encourage you to put whatever the examples that you can think of along with the challenging positive statement. With all this, the very first step is to catch yourself that you're negative, change the negative to positive, replace the negative with positive thing. So even it feels fake at initially, keep practicing, my dear one. Over time, your brain will start believing it. And once your brain start believing nothing like it, okay? So make sure that you have to take a little bit of hard step, or have to be consistent till your brain believes it. Okay, fourth step is these are all how to handle the situation, but fourth step, this is forever. Okay, you know how you have led your life. Be kind to yourself. Even though you have done something wrong, absolutely fine. We are all human, as I mentioned before. Be kind to yourself. Would you ever call your best friend stupid or useless? No. So, why would you talk to yourself that way? Right? So, treat yourself with the same kindness that you would give to others. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, ask yourself, how would I encourage a friend in this situation? Fifth point, make sure that you surround yourself with positivity. There are a lot of times we will end up in the negative environment and we end up being negative on self too. So try and surround or spend a lot of your time with people who are positive. Spend time with people who will uplifts you. Watch or read inspiring content. Write down three things you like about yourself on a daily basis. The more you fill your mind with positivity, the less space for negativity, my dear one. Please make sure that you work on being positive, not on a surface level, from inside. S- No, it's not like I want to be positive. No, you want to be positive with intention. So, so that you will have less space for negativity. Negative self talk is a habit, but like any habit, this can also be changed. You're not your thoughts, my dear one. You are the one who chooses them. So make sure that you choose wisely. So from this moment on, choose kindness, choose confidence, choose to believe in yourself. My dear one, please note if the whole world disbelieves you, who can believe you? It's only you. If whole world doesn't support you, who can support you? It's only you. Don't let yourself down. Please make sure that you support yourself. If this message resonated with you, please make sure that you share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, the voice inside your head should be your biggest cheerleader and not your biggest critic. Now tell me, what's one negative thought you're letting go today? Drop it in the comments. Let's turn on the self-doubt into a self-love together. I'm with you. Let the universe bless you to start with this first step of saying, I'm going to let go this particular self talk, negative self talk in the comments. Loads of love. It's time to align with your true self and shine. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this journey with me. Your time and energy means a lot. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and always magnetize your infinite potential. See you soon, friends. Loads of love.